Definitely not the outcome that we wanted. I thought we played hard. We let a couple of possessions get away from us, and then execute like we usually do. But at the end of the day, I thought the kids fought hard. Never hung their heads down. Still proud of this group, especially Michael Claflin that went through so much to complete that last year here. And I definitely think that we have a championship program and we will be back. But definitely hard to digest what just happened.
Josh, the first question goes to you. You may unmute your line.
Hi, Coach. Tie game there midway through the third quarter. What was the biggest thing you kind of saw change in, the way the game played out over those last 15 minutes or so?
Turnovers. I thought we turned over the ball in crucial situations and crucial moments. And it's hard when somebody's getting more possession than they score the basketball. So turnovers definitely affected us in that last stretch. Especially I think when we were right there, we got 5 stops and we had opportunity to go up when it was 30-30 and we turned the basketball over. So that's something that'll hunt me tonight.
And Amber, for you, just talk a little bit about the resiliency of this team to get to this point. What has this told you about your teammates, and what does this do for the program moving forward? Just this experience.
It just gives us fuel for next year. Each person in there is ready to get back out there and prepare for next year. We had a few shortcomings, but it's just going to fuel us for the next go around.
And Faith, I know that you're a senior, but do you plan to come back for the one more season next year, or is that still undecided?
Most definitely. We have unfinished business. We're in blank period, so I'll definitely be back.
Just talk a little bit, elaborate on that. You talk about that unfinished business. How excited? I know it's early, but how excited are you to get back and try to get back to this podium and lifting up the trophy?
Well, it's going to start from day one. We've always had a common goal to win a championship. We came up short this time, but, we have the upperclassmen that will be able to be leaders for our team to make sure that everybody buys in, even in the summer, even before the summer, all the way through the season. It's a whole process. So we're going to be ready to do that.
Next question is from Brandon. Brandon, you may unmute your line.
The second quarter in yesterday's game compared to the second quarter of today's game, it seemed like a sharp contrast.
I thought that I think the first quarter was 17-14, and then the second quarter was 9-9 both ways. I think the biggest problem with that was, I was kind of playing without the rotation that I'm used to playing with because of foul trouble. And it's no hidden fact that, when you're kind of out of sync with rotations, you're getting the ball into people's hands that's usually not comfortable with the ball. But I thought that what we had to maintain. That's what was important to us to maintain. And that's what we talked about for going into the locker room was maintaining and making sure that the third quarter was a lot better.
Next question is from Hadari. Go ahead and unmute your line.
Hadari Jones, Royal Department Meeting. Congratulations on the season, ladies. The first question is for all three of you, and then I'll follow up with Amber and Faith. So you got, again, a short period of time, y'all have improved every year, and then you come within points of clinching a bid into the NCAA. With everything that you've gone on, with everything that's going on this year, how do you feel about the season and describe what it feels like to be to this point, knowing what you have to build on for next year?
I think the biggest thing is the fight. You're asking 18 to 21-year-olds to make so many sacrifices to not be college students. You're asking them to stay out of crowds. You're asking them to do a lot. So I think the sacrifice is the biggest thing that I'm grateful for, because it could have went any way. They could have wanted that college life way more than this basketball life. They chose the basketball life. Another thing is the winter storm. There was a time where, we didn't know who we were going to play with that going on, and they stayed positive with it. So 3 years ago, we were here, but we weren't here with experience. Last year, unfortunately, ended rapidly, but this year, it proved that, we're on the right track, we're heading in the right direction. So the biggest thing right now is just to build on that. No, it doesn't feel good right now. Both of these beside me understand the point that it doesn't feel good. But the goal is to build on that and make sure that we punch our ticket when our chance comes again.
Daria, I had to mute you, but you can unmute and ask your follow-up to the student athletes.
Yes, ma'am. So, Faith, they kind of sped you up, and you guys missed a lot of baskets close. I mean, a lot of buckets close to the basket. What were the struggles as far as being able to adjust and settle down to make sure that those buckets count?
I mean, those are just shots we have to hit around the basket, and I can't have those turnovers in crucial times. I felt like we handled the pressure very well. It's just at points in the game where we shouldn't have had turnovers, we had turnovers. So, I mean, it happens. We're learning from it, and, we're just trying to get better for the next time.
We have time for one more question. Josh, I know you have one more. You may unmute your line.
Coach, just looking back a couple of years ago when you took this job, Sam Houston was picked to finish dead last in the Southland Conference, and here y'all are, just a couple points away from a championship. Just talk a little bit about this journey and, what it means for you to kind of see the program grow to the level it is now.
When I took the job, my vision was always to win a championship. I think I tried to set the standard from the day one when I was on campus. But it wasn't easy. Changing the culture is very hard. You have to get people to buy in. I just did in the locker room, Amber buying in, was crucial with her being a freshman, and Faith coming from another institution and sitting out and buying into the program and just learning the system was crucial. I'm truly proud of, the foundation that was laid from 2 years ago. My biggest focus now is to make sure that we understand, what championship basketball is, what it looks like, how we get there. Am I proud of today? I'm proud because I got the opportunity to play today. I'm not proud we lost, but I'm definitely grateful for the process, the progress that we've made in the last 3 years to be